Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So we are in the gym. We're starting in the gym instead of in the car for once, which is a bit different. So today we're in the studio because, as you can tell by the title, we are doing a studio only workout. So this came from inspiration from before I went off on holiday, because I came here to film a full body workout and then it was rammed, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to just go in the studio. And then I was like, well, why don't I do a workout that's only in the studio? I'm so sorry that this is trying to focus on the wall instead of my face. I was like, why don't I just do a workout that's in the studio? Because I know that a lot of people don't like being in the gym when it's busy. And also, a lot of people, when they aren't confident in the gym, like to stay in the studio to begin with anyway. So I thought this could be a really useful workout so that you don't have to go into the weights area. I am doing it in a way that we don't have much equipment, so you actually don't have to go out into the weights area to pull things in, because I know that's for a lot of people that's anxiety inducing, like having to go out there and get the equipment that you need. So the only thing that we are going to need are dumbbells, because this is a weights workout. I'm not doing any kind of HIIT, any kind of like circuits kind of thing. This is still very much a weights workout in the way that I do them every single day. It's just you can do it in the studio. And the reason I'm doing that is because my workouts are always for muscle gain, and this is the best way to gain muscle, to do reps and sets, to not exhaust yourself, to have plenty of rest in between. So that's the kind of workout that we are doing. It's just in the studio. It doesn't mean we're doing any kind of like studio workout. So the only thing that you need to bring in is dumbbells. I haven't done barbells because I know that can be a bit of a pain moving them about. So dumbbells. The ones that are normally in the studios, here has them, normally only go up to like 5. I would say that's too light. You are probably going to need to go out and get the dumbbells from the weights room to bring them in. But if you think that 5s works for you, ignore me. Use the ones that you think work for you. I always say I don't really give the weights or the reps that I do in my workouts, because that's very much down to you. I will give the sets because that is quite influential. But the reps and the weight comes down to what weight you are using and how hard it is. I always say, if you're trying to build muscle, 1 to 5 reps away from failure. So you should be able to do that many reps before actual failure, as in like you literally can't move it. Not being like, oh, I think I'd be a bit tired then, as in like I'll do 1 and then there isn't any kind of movement coming from that muscle group. So that's kind of where you need to be at. That's why I say you probably need to go get some heavier weights than the ones that are in the studio. But like I say, if I'm wrong, use what works for you. I have, if you are a subscriber, I have brought my big camera today, so hopefully the focus is going to be better. I am starting on the button camera just because it's easier to talk to you guys on this, but I brought my big camera, so if it's a bit wrong or if it doesn't work, I apologize, but I am going to try my best. I'm not going to talk through the exercises because I've noticed that those videos don't really do great, so I don't think you guys like it. But if you want me to talk through any of these exercises or talk through the workout, I'm happy to do another video doing the exact same workout and just talking through things. So comment and let me know if that is something that you want to see. But we're just going to do the workout. I'm just going to show you what I do and we'll have a chat about it at the end.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just don't be scared. aftermath. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just don't be scared.
It is now a few days later, and I thought we would talk through some points of note in this workout. I'm not going to talk through everything. I just want to go through a few things that probably need to be noted, or just I think should be noted. So going through it in kind of like chronological order, the split squats are quad focused because I am focusing on trying to get my knee over my toe more. If I was wanting to do just a general split squat, my leg would probably be just over 90 degrees, and if I wanted to do kind of more glute focus, I'd probably just be like at proper 90 degrees. But all the way through in every single type that I do, you want to try and make sure that all of your weight is on the front foot. You don't really want any weight on the back foot. Obviously you can have a little bit, but try and make sure that the majority of the weight is on your front foot. Moving forward, goblet squats are a great one that you can do in like a squat that you can do inside the studio. The reason I do it eccentric is basically I can't lift as heavy as my legs can, so to get it up into that position is quite difficult. A good way to make the exercise harder is to just add in a slow eccentric. So it means the lowering part, so the lengthening of the muscle. So just the lowering in this squat example, that is the most important part of lifting. That's the part that makes you put on muscle, things like that. So that's the bit that we want to slow rather than the like coming up part. I did 5-second eccentrics for this, but you can do however many as you want. I probably wouldn't go over 7, it's just a bit excessive, but the eccentrics are the important part, so that's the bit you want to slow down. Moving on to the RDLs, I'm not going to talk about these loads, but you will see that I used a plyo box in there. That was because I lift 20 kilos and they are quite, and I have to use straps with them because my grip can't deal with it, because I end up doing something stupid like 18 or 20 kilos for then like 15 reps, so my grip can't deal with it. So I use wrist straps, and it's just a lot easier to put my wrist straps on and then put the weight in the place that it needs to be from a higher up advantage. So like rather than lifting them from the floor, I only have to lift them from hip height because that's how high the plyo box is. You can use steps, you can use anything, it's just plyo box is the highest thing in my gym, so that's the thing I use. Dumbbell push press, you can do this both arms. Obviously I do it single arm. The reason I do this is because I get a lot of intrusive thoughts in the gym and I get very scared about dropping the weight on my head, so having an arm free just gives me a little bit more security of if the weight starts to go a bit wobbly, I can use my other hand to kind of guide it a little bit rather than it just being like both of my hands, obviously. So you can do it both hands, but I just like to do it singular. Similar thing with hammer curls. I did a double hand in this one, but you can 100% do it single arm as well. I was just playing it up a little bit and like wanted to try doing it both arms at the same time, but you of course can do it single arm as well. Push-ups, obviously, if you find knee push-ups difficult, you can do it on your toes. I still do them on my knees because to get the form the way I wanted it, I was doing push-ups to focus on my chest and my triceps, because otherwise it kind of gets more into your back and your shoulders and things like that. I was doing it for my chest, so for that my form goes a bit shaky after like 5 reps on my toes, so I just went on my knees. It's completely up to you. There is absolutely zero shame in doing it on your knees. Please don't think any other, like you do not have to be on your toes. Don't even think that. It's fine. And if you are going on your knees, just make sure that you're staying in a nice straight line. You don't want to keep your hips up, so use a mirror, make sure everything from your knees, your hips and your hands, I'm sorry Oakley's chewing a toy, your knees, your hips and your hands, well, shoulders, are all in a straight line as you're going down and as you're going up. If your hips are staying up whilst the rest of your body is going down, it's not great form. Just try and stay in that straight line. Then finally, bird dog. So this is the core exercise that is at the end. This one looks really, really simple, but if you do it correctly, it's painful. So the part of your core that you want to think about like squeezing or think about using in this exercise is the lower part of your core. So kind of like underneath your tummy, you want to keep that as still and as tense as possible. I'm not talking tense it. I'm not talking about like squeeze that as hard as you can and then do it. I just mean that's the bit you want to be focused on keeping still. It is very easy for your body to kind of shake when you do an opposite arm, opposite leg kind of thing. So keep that still. Again, use a mirror. I do for this one because it is very, very easy for your hip to drop on the leg that you're, I don't know which hip I mean. It's just easy for one of your hips to drop and you don't even realize that it's happening. So use a mirror. And yeah, so that was the workout. I'm sorry that that was such like a whirlwind kind of thing at the end, but I know some people don't really like hearing about it a lot, but there were just some points that I wanted to talk through. So yeah, that is the workout. I hope you found this useful. If you did find it useful, please let me know and I will be sure to do another one. Like I said, I know this could be like a useful workout for people who don't really want to be on the weights floor yet. So if you did find it useful, please make sure to like the video and comment. That way I know to do another one. I know people find it useful. If not, I just think it's a failure and then won't do it again. So please make sure to like if you did find it useful or just enjoyed it, and please make sure to subscribe if you are new. And that is going to be it for the video. So thank you very much for watching and I shall hopefully see you in another one. Bye.